Jimmy Dykes. I'm Carl Ravitch. We're here at Fog Allen Fieldhouse, NC State, Kansas. And we are set for a tip. Two teams playing a little bit angry. Kansas off 2 losses. NC State off a victory over Coppin State, in which Kevin Keats was not pleased. It led to a very, very animated week of practice. So a couple of teams with some edge.
A proud Kansas program tradition has been knocked around the last 2 ball games. Expect a ton of energy out of the guys in white.
Now back-to-back losses, both on the road. Creighton and then Missouri. Hunter Dickinson, he fires, he misses. KJ Adams with an offensive rebound.
He's a loose ball gatherer, a talker on defense, one of the toughest guys in college ball, 24-1.
I think Kansas wants to do shoot better from the outside. Rylan Griffin, 6, gets the start. Harris instead drives, lays it up, no good, and it's knocked around, and finally Ned Middlebrooks picks it up. We'll get to the lineups. NC State, of course, in the traveling red out of the ACC. They go down low to their big guy, Middlebrooks. O'Connell has to take care of the basketball. Taylor is a threat from the outside. Shot missed, and it falls in the hands of Zeke Mayo. Down low and a height advantage, basically against anybody he plays. Dickinson up and in off the window.
That is awfully important.
Griffin to the hole. He lays it up and in. It's 4-0 Kansas.
Kansas has to.
Most of his points the last couple of games have come in the second halves of games. And NC State early got to be a little careful here against Kansas off 2 losses and playing with an edge. Dickinson knocks down a 3. Hunter Dickinson's nearly lost it. He'll think about a 3, and now he will take. He got it! Inside, outside, it's a 10-0 start for the Jayhawks. Who was it, Dorothy?
I would go with Self Allen Fieldhouse. I'm just throwing that out there.
All right,
He's that good.
Yeah, you threw it out there. That ball was thrown up and ended up being an air ball from O'Connell. Griffin, good pass, Dickinson, but the ball's not sticking in Hunter's hands today. There's a deflection. O'Connell, good help there as Griffin held the ball above his head. Can NC State get the seal off of the backboard and the rim? No, they can't. Mayo 3. Yeah. Got it! 6 of their last 6 after missing.
The team that has not shot the ball great, the Kansas Jayhawks. They get that one, Ravi. Reversing the ball in their conversion offense from 1/3 to the far third.
NC State needs to see it go through the basket, and finally it does.
Shoes, man. A lot of hard-guarded shots. That will not work in this building.
Hunter Dickinson spins baseline right hand. This is all Hunter Dickinson to start this game. Styles penetrates, no good. Another rebound for Dickinson. Not easy once you get inside that paint.
You know, every drive for NC State has been leveled off by a white jersey.
And now Adams, another height advantage. He goes off the window and gets it to go. Kansas.
Chelsea. And in that state, you're playing for the state championship. And the only thing bigger is the national championship.
Right.
I've been a part of it.
Huntley Hatfield gets a little jump hook to go.
So he picked up a lot of losing habits. Those habits have to be broken. It's not as easy sometimes as you would think.
Contested shot. That was a tough one. Middlebrooks back into the game. He gets the rebound. NC State tries to push. Denied by Badunga twice. And there is a foul on the second one.
Runs like a deer and attacks everything when he's on the floor. And he's very good, Ravi, with either paw blocking shots. He gets the first one with his left and comes back on the next jump with
Parker Jr. fires and the free throw. And he goes 0 for 2. He is hot right now for Kansas. Well, Shaquille Moore's going to be an interesting guy for Kansas this season. They've missed him.
Well, he will give Dwan Harris 5 or 6 minutes rest as the point guard. Harris, as we know, last year averaged 36 minutes. That's too heavy of a load. Finally, NC State bring on. They are cutting. A very competitive offensive team early.
Lee Hatfield working on Adams. Fade away, that's too strong. Middlebrooks an offensive rebound. He goes up, he got fouled, he'll shoot two. And Bidunga quickly charge.
A big number per possession. Don't over dribble, use your size.
Two dribbles, and he got rid of it. And now he's open, he's got 1 3 today. He cannot make a second. Loose ball, they got a 3-on-2 right now, NC State. The pull-up for 3. It's good, and all of a sudden, it's a 7-point ball game.
You passed. He's shooting 47% from 3. If you watch film, you know he loves those race-in transition 3-point looks.
Senior out of Reidsville, North Carolina. There's a 3 answer. Good battle down low. Bidunga and Huntley. Hatfield's got the attention of the officials. Middlebrooks throws it up. Dickinson will pick up the foul, so he has gone.
But he's trusted in the eyes of Bill.
Shooting against Michigan State, he had taken 6 free throws in all the other 8 shooter into the game. Kansas, he wears number 8. They go down low. Adams strong. He lays it up and in.
What a great pass.
Pretty far in March.
He is a very good ball mover in any zoom action or as a handler up top, and in absolute load on the inside. He's kept his game simple so far today, Ravi, understanding I'm on a 2 back. Keep that ball moving on the inside.
Jaden Taylor now, his first 2, and it's 24-15.
This is not an easy building for the opponent to settle down in when you're down 15-0. So good job by NC State.
Difficult shot. Coit had to shoot it over his own screener.
The year is number 8 as a 3-point shooter. A small guy that has the ability to still make guarded shots.
Transfer out of Northern Illinois, where he had over 3 threes a game. Middlebrooks right into traffic down low. Dickinson was right there, and that's going to be foul number 2.
Exactly what you want from a small guard.
Jimmy will be here tomorrow. Penn State. We're nowhere without Dickie Vitale, and how about Dickie V announcing queen of cancer? Wonderful news for Dick Vitale, and the fight continues, and he's another piece of evidence it's working. 3-ball drain is starting to get warmed up. Zach Clements into the game with Dickinson picking up 2 fouls. Coit launches again. That was halfway down. There's Clements picking it up. Coit, great kick. That's a 3. Give Coit a big-time assist.
Those reload.
See if Middlebrooks, the senior, tries to take advantage of Clements, and he goes in and he creates a foul. Has a couple of threes. He's got 6 to start. Middlebrooks misses a free throw.
Free throw per game. They make 15.
And I should say Breon Passmore's for Kansas. Good hedge there by Middlebrooks, and quickly back to deal with Adams. That time he didn't miss it. Determined to get to the hole. And a good
5.
Middlebrooks trapped on the baseline. O'Connell fills in behind him. They'll go right back to him with 4 on the clock. Spin move. Nice play with the left.
That is a kid with a high motor. Tackles up that you can see underneath, but he's one of those names and one of those guys that Bill Self talked about yesterday to his current team in terms of how the standard has been set.
The way the Raptors are playing up there. This game down to 7, and after the start that Kansas got off to, didn't feel like NC State was going to be able to wake up. Mayo, 3. They've done that really well today. That's their 7th 3. 2 fouls. Huntley Hatfield is currently NC State's big man on the floor. Sets the high screen. Styles a hard drive, way too strong down low. Up and in, chance for 3. Marcus Hill Jr. in amongst the team.
Is the real deal. We talked about the ACC.
That's that time by Mayo, and here comes Harris Jr. Boy, he looked for contact instead of the basket, and he lost the ball. And now a turnover. That was a big mistake. Blocked from behind. Adams, he sends himself into the seats and now back on the floor. And with him, he brought a stool. That'll cause a whistle. We'll be able to get back into a 5-on-5. 3-ball corner, no good. And less than 90 seconds to go in the first half. Mayo behind the back. Try to draw contact. He does. Huntley Hatfield to the floor.
Has been all gas, no brakes. Zeke Mayo, known as shooter, but he takes the ball.
90% free throw shooter. And he rattles it in.
The great thing about NC State, if you're hoping for, can you get back-to-back makes and get a stop in between to close out this half?
Clemens back on the floor for the last minute. Middlebrooks senses it, takes advantage of it. Good job by Ben Middlebrooks. He knows that neither Dickinson or Berdunga were on the floor, and he
last weekend.
You can see about a 3-second difference between shot and game.
Like I said, can NC State close out the half with 2 makes and a stop? Well, they're 1 made shot away from doing it and really putting game pressure on Kansas going into the half.
Michael O'Connell, 3 seconds to go. Bad pass. They got to get it off. Harris, Adams, they got a chance. Corner 3, no good. Boy, they really did a good job at age.
Rob, you heard me say it before. Too much information equals slow feet. And Bill Self, very good yesterday keeping that scouting report simple. Most important part of their game.
Mayo, very good first half. The drive, and that's going to be a foul. And he's going to go shoot 2. John Trey. And Mayo advantage over everyone else. And that's because fire. Harris misses, and boy, 3 shots at it. Nothing to show for it. O'Connell hard to the basket, too strong. Dickinson and Harris will push the other way. He goes at Middlebrooks, up and in, and there is points 9-9-9. Basketball rosters get older and older. These guys stick around more with NIL money available. Too strong, and NC State trying to get their first points in the second half. How about the hang and the hit there?
Rebound, one of the best in the country at taking those away.
Both teams with a half a dozen of those. Down low, that's really deep, and they will instead bring it back out. Mayo, great pass, 1 extra. Harris, boy, Dickinson's made some good decisions today.
You talk about a shot clock, didn't feel the pressure. The passing ability of Hunter Dickinson to perfection. His 4th assist, I believe, in this game.
Middlebrooks able to get it past the outstretched arm of Dickinson. Kansas. Harris Jr. started 89 consecutive games, helps you become a 1,000-point scorer. Oh, the alley-oop to Adams. Dick limited because of that. Backdoor move. Denied at the rim. Middlebrooks follow up Dickinson.
That is Kansas basketball.
Middlebrooks picks it up. They're going to have to shoot it. O'Connell fires in and out. And the rebound is loose on the floor. Here's Middlebrooks. Whoa, Dickinson barreled him over.
They will look at this.
Yeah, they will. And we saw Hunter Dickinson in Las Vegas
escalate right there. There's no way. Either way, you got a guy up in the air, and you come in with
tackle underneath the basket.
NC State got back in the game in the first half when Dickinson got in foul trouble. Just a completely different team for the Jayhawks.
Huntley Hatfield, that's going to be number 4 on Berdunga.
And you can, this kid, they only won 12 games. So you absorb
psychological impact of playing.
And that's what the Kansas jersey has stood for over the years, what Bill Self wants from his guys in this game.
That 50-50 ball. Huntley Hatfield working on Dickinson. They'd love NC State to see Hunter pick up his 4th foul. They go down low, and an easy one. And Dickinson did at least try to get it inside with Dickinson and 3. Good catch by the big lefty. That's a good catch and a good pass for a Mayo 3. Bodies are on the floor against Hunter Dickinson. Battle to watch over the last 13 minutes. Hill the drive, finger roll, no good. And the run out Mayo challenging Middlebrooks. He does. It's blocked. Who's it going to be called on? Listen to the crowd, too, for the call. Salute to Veterans Bowl. South Alabama square it off against Western Michigan. That's late fouls. Dickinson denied. A lot of contact on that play. Mayo, it's wide open.
One of the biggest wins we could have. I lost my mother-in-law, Ravi, just 2 days ago, Thursday morning. This shot way more difficult.
Couple of chances, couple of trips that NC State may look back on. As Dickinson goes deep, short, and a foul, right.
These guys yesterday had a whole lot to do. Been ranked inside that top 12. Chancing stat that holds true.
It is. I would assume that folks in Connecticut, given their back-to-back, would argue we can come and be part of that group. But that stat is real. Underneath, Huntley Hatfield lays it up and in. Talked about in football, you lose a couple of games early, your season is over. You lose a few games at this point in the basketball season, it has no impact on March. Styles fades away, and he finally gets one to rattle in. He's been
Styles from Kinston, North Carolina. Kinston High School. They have produced guys like Jerry Stackhouse, Brandon Ingram, Cedric Cornbread Maxwell.
Pretty play there by Harris, who finds straight lead with 9:18. The drive, penetration, and easy buckets. Backdoor move works there for O'Connell. Chance to get within 10, if not 9. Huntley Hatfield reverse. Up and in, and again, you're watching Dickinson play, and he goes.
Kevin Keatts knew exactly where he wanted to go with that ball. The play caller in the second half is so important. Isolation game, can your guard mine?
Mayo all the way, lays it up and lays it in. He's got 24 now. Career high now in Kansas, 24. He had 21 earlier this year. Store, Dickinson, big time height advantage, takes advantage of it. He went right up over Styles, but that still hangs here, the shower curtains.
The game of basketball grabbed my heart when I was 10 years old here. My first college basketball game ever, sat with my dad up behind us here. And you walk in this building, there's just a little sprint and just wrap the ball screen and drive it downhill.
Here's Dickinson, hands it off. They got a two-man game going. There it is. Dickinson lays it up and in. Nice play. Mayo and Dick.
Before we got on the bus to go play Louisville, our equipment manager, Bill Kitely, was sitting on row 1 with just tears coming down his face 2 hours before the game. I said, Mr. Bill, are you okay? He said, it's Louisville, son. It's Louisville.
Dickinson wants it again. He gets it, and the result is 2. Straight win against a non-conference opponent here at home. It has been an overwhelmingly dominant result for Kansas against non-conference opponents. Great battle, straight up. Dickinson that time, he bothered Middlebrooks. The 3 rattles, and it goes down.
That ball, Ravi, that was one of the greatest runs we've seen in college basketball, maybe since back with Kemba Walker in UConn.
Yes.
And they had to win 5 straight games in that ACC tournament just to get in the NCAA.
Pretty play. Harris hanging and hitting with the left.
Large and in charge when he has that basketball.
Now up to 7 assists in the game. Hill will have a chance for a 3-point play.
And will be a Final Four favorite by the time we get to March. There's no question in my.
And you get into being in this conference and steady winning, you like to get old. That's what this team is. Dickinson, a graduate student. Coit's a senior. Harris is a grad. KJ Adams, senior. Mayo, senior.
Wow.
And it continues.
But we can be. And they took a step in that direction again today against a really gritty, tough NC State team.
Mayo will dribble it out. Self will go meet Keats. Mayo 26, Dickinson 21. And another win for Bill Self, the all-time winningest coach in Kansas history, 75-60 over the Wolfpack.